Hey, what's up, everybody? And what's up, Sussex Squad? Y'all come in, sit down, and shut the door, y'all. We gotta talk. We got some new tea on what's going on with William. And y'all, this is really alarming. All jokes aside, this is really disturbing. If you guys don't know, William made this huge announcement, which I gotta say, I never thought I'd say these words, but I kind of respect him for that. He came out into the political field at war and said what he said with his chest. Unfortunately, what he said gave us a glimpse about what's going on with him and Kate. But not only that, royal sources are talking. Now, I don't know if that royal source is Camilla with a horsey wig, Camilla with a wig, and the only reason you know it's her is because she's eating an apple. Imagine a little horsey with a detective coat on, some sunglasses, eating an apple. Gave some juice on why Kate was moved from Adelaide Cottage all the way over to what's the place called? Sandringham. We'll call it Sandbox, right? All the way over to Sandringham. And we're going to talk about why that is. And baby, if this is true, this is actually disgusting. It's vile. It's devious. That's exactly what I thought of William, y'all. Let's get into this mess. First of all, what y'all want to talk about first? William's statement or what that means for him and Kate. Let's talk about William's statement and why Kate was moved to Sandringham. That's actually the more disgusting thing to me. Let's get into the statement first. And then we're going to talk about the clues that I'm sure you guys heard about, but you want to hear my take on this too. Okay, right? So anyway, William actually put out a statement last night, and he put out a statement with his chest. He says there must be peace in the Middle East, right? And I don't disagree with him. I'm actually shocked he actually took such a good political stance. I know people are saying, oh my God, you're just trying to appeal to Gen Z, but Gen Z wants it to stop. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Gen Z wants this to stop. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, okay, let me just get to the point. He actually put out this statement about how Prince William and Kate Middleton, listen, he put out this statement, which in comparison to the statements he's put out in the past, people are saying 100% he is trying to erase Kate from the not the memories, but the collective social conscious. They think that if they keep putting William out as a solo, they say what's going to happen next is they're going to start doing solo trips with the kids, with him at that. Kate's still recovering. So he's going to start doing more and more solo trips with the children. Now, here's the only problem with that. One, it's creepy. Where is your wife? But also, two, okay, if he's doing solo trips with the kids, if he's releasing statements, instead of saying how they usually say, a spokesperson for the Prince and Princess of Wales said, this is what they did. The Prince and Princess of Wales are profoundly distressed by the devastating events that have unfolded in the past days. This is what they actually put out October 7th, okay? William, yesterday, which is February something, I don't know when you're watching this, said, I remain deeply concerned about the terrible human cost of the conflict in the Mideast, blah, 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 right? Again, he went out into a very, very tricky political minefield. And I'm actually shocked, even if he did this for dumb, selfish reasons, which you know he did, because I think William's whole life is for dumb, selfish reasons, right? At the end of the day, I admire him for taking a stand. It was unexpected. Granted, he is pandering, but it's a very risky way to pander. I guess he needed to change the subject from him making a fool of himself and, in my opinion, disgracing his country in the BAFTAs, okay? Now, people say this is the first thing that something is amiss. Instead of saying a spokesperson for the Prince and Princess of Wales, he said, I. Now, Kate could have basically said, right? Could have basically said, keep me out of this mess, mofo, I'm trying to recover. But if what the palace is saying that Kate is recovering, Kate's doing well, Kate's conscious, why on earth wouldn't she be included? They're supposed to be a team, are they not? They're supposed to work together, are they not? They're supposed to be very much in love and sleep in the same bed, do they not? And look at this. What do they have? William is even making public statements on behalf of the Prince of Wales as not as a team. Again, I've been saying for a while that they've been moving toward divorce or separation. Let's not forget that you cannot divorce a sitting queen, whether she is there by the queen mother or whether she is just the queen consort. You cannot divorce a sitting queen. William had a small window to make a move and make a move. It looks like, in my opinion, he did. Okay, so that's evidence number one. Now, sources are saying that William, in the coming months, is going to start doing more activities with the kids solo. Kate's going to be recovering. What surgery in this world needs 9 months of recovery? I do not know. He also let it be known that Kate will not be joining him in November for the Earthshot Prize. But let's see if that cute little brunette from the air ambulance actually is joining him. Okay, so let's get to some real tea. Okay, now let me just say, right? Speculation, the streets are talking, but there are a few unofficial royal sources that have gone, I guess, do they ever go on record? They have said that the reason Kate was moved from Adelaide Cottage all the way to Sandringham, and now there's all these, first they were saying Adelaide Cottage is too cold, Adelaide, which is like, that is BS because the kids were in Adelaide Cottage for the longest time. So how can Adelaide Cottage actually be too cold, right? That's where Kate's living now. Now, William and Kate let it be known that they don't sleep in the same bed. There's only 4 bedrooms. They got 3 kids. You do the math, but I'm getting to the point, right? So they were always like, oh, she might go to her mom's house. She might go here. They might go there. They finally said, oh my God, she went to Sandringham. And all the reports are saying how much she loves it. She loves the country. It's always been a home away from home. Okay, girl, we get it, right? So they went and they did all that. Now, here's the real tea. They're saying that the reason Kate was moved to Sandringham, I don't give a DA, whatever, how it's pronounced. Don't correct me in the comments. When those people return their stolen jewels and their stolen wealth, I will pronounce all their names correctly and I will pronounce all their residencies correctly. Until then, no. Give my people back their wealth and I will show you some respect and learn how to pronounce that name, okay? So anyway, right. The tea is, and this sounds believable, Kate was moved to Sandringham, even though a lot of tabloids say that she's in her mama's house right now. That's why Carol Middleton and all of them have gone mute, except for Pippa trying to recreate the Sports Illustrated calendar circa 2008, right? With her little fake PR. Everything's fine. Would I be frolicking in the waves if something was wrong with my sister? Yes, I do believe you would. You actually did name your daughter Rose. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, right? When it comes to Kate being in Sandringham, it's because, remember those reports months ago? Y'all probably don't remember, but Google it or go to Twitter, where there was all this stuff. This is when the whispers of Will and Kate first started happening because they said that the people that lived by Kensington Palace in the flight path kept saying that they kept seeing a helicopter every night return to Kensington Palace. Now, the thing of the matter is, William and Kate have a helicopter. It was gifted by the Queen. William and Kate love to use that helicopter. People were saying that in the flight direction, it shows that William does not sleep at Adelaide Cottage. This is what started all the rumors that they were going to divorce, that he basically sleeps and lives in Kensington Palace, and he goes to Norfolk, right? Almer Hall in Norfolk on the weekends. Now, why is that important? Because think about it. When she would, the palace had to move quick. The Spanish media came out with reports that Kate was in a coma. Kensington Palace literally the next morning said, guess what? Kate's being removed, even though there was no sign of Kate at all. At all. But let's just say Kate got moved and she got moved to Adelaide College because they didn't want anybody snooping around in the hospital. This is what sources were saying. The only problem they didn't think about, because they had to get her there, even though they were making excuses before the Spanish media reported that she was in a coma, they were like, oh, Adelaide College is going to be too small, too uncomfortable, too cold. They were already leading up to the fact that Adelaide College would not be suitable for Kate's recovery. But when the Spanish media leaked that, boom, they had to come really quick. Okay. So you guys are with me? Here's the thing they didn't consider. William said he's taken off of work for the foreseeable future, except when there's something glitzy and he wants to compete with Harry. It's the only time he's going to come up. But if you look at William's diary on the official site, because if you put the name in, they'll let you know the diary of where their attendance is supposed to be, where they're going to show up. William's schedule is clear for the next 4 months. You don't believe me? Go to Kensington Palace's website and put in William's name to see what his future appearances are. His schedule is clear for the next few months. Here's the thing. William said that he was stopping working because he needs to tend to his children, dropping them off at school, picking them up. He also needs to tend to Kate. He's not going to work until Kate can work. So what's the only problem with that? Well, if you guys haven't noticed, William's been quite the man around town, looking like he is single, ready to mingle. So William looks like he's single, ready to mingle. Do you guys see what's going on now? Kate, in my opinion, and what the streets are saying, was moved to Sandringham. Moved, right? Because I still believe Kate. There's something very, very wrong with. But they moved fake Kate, hypothetical Kate, to Sandringham because William saw that even though the British media tried to cover it up, William only went to go visit Kate one time, and it was for less than an hour, and it was well documented. He wants to leak all this stuff. I'm like, here I only saw daddy for 30 minutes. Baby, your wife that literally is like in sums, I think you barely saw her. People said from the time you parked, went upstairs, came downstairs, got in the car and left, you couldn't have spent more than 15 minutes with Kate, at most 30 minutes. So, baby, how are you teasing Harry? And you only got 30 minutes when at the end of the day, your wife, maybe if she in her best dreams, got 30 minutes. Okay. But he noticed that the media was on that. William's people seem to have realized that they can't keep up the farce of him tending to Kate every single day because the helicopter will always show him being in Kensington Palace. If he drives to Kensington, if he drives there, somebody will see. If he stays there, somebody will see. If he takes a helicopter back to Kensington Palace, somebody will see. So what does he do? Right? Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, it's just too big a heat score. People are going to tell whether he's going there or not. The local residents might be like, I never see William's motorcade. I never see his helicopter. I never see anything. As a matter of fact, I don't believe Adelaide Cottage even has a helicopter landing pad. But they can say we never see him. So how's he taking care of Kate? So what does his people do? They move her all the way out, hypothetically, to Sandringham, right? That way, because it's a vast estate where nobody's paying attention, nobody can tell if his plane lands there. Nobody can tell if he's going back to Kensington Palace. Do you see what I'm saying? It removes people, and I don't mean the royal media, I mean the average person, from being able to say, we haven't seen William around here at all. Case in point, it leaked a little bit that even though William said that he was dropping the kids off or picking them up for school every day, the parents were like, we haven't seen Prince William, but I'm sure he's doing it. Do you see what's going on? Do you see why this is such an alarming update? Kate, I don't care what anybody says, she's officially missing. There is not an ab surgery in the world that requires this much recovery that you cannot even take a picture sitting up. And don't say, Kate's sick, she probably wants her privacy. Did not they tell us that if you take a penny of public money, they can open your whole life up? Also, let's be real. Kate loves playing the victim. If she could play the victim, she 100% would. Let's also be real. Kate is not like me and you. She doesn't even have to take a shower by herself if she doesn't want to. She has glam, makeup, wiglet people, Amazon Prime bringing her next wig, right? Which made me think, we were clowning Kate for having a wig? Was she undergoing some type of sickness and that's why she was wearing a wig? I'm genuinely interested. But they said it's not cancer related. So why else would she be wearing a wig? But she also wears extensions all the time. Anyway, right? We'll get to that later. Okay. So that's what's going on. This is alarming. Kate is officially missing. William is officially erasing, trying to erase Kate from the public memory. And by erase Kate, I mean erase the Duke, I'm sorry, the Prince and Princess of Wales to be the Prince of Wales and the Princess of Wales. Let tell you something. Charles actually divorced Diana. And if it wasn't for Camilla, it would have gone over. But in fact, Camilla, we found out, we were like, eh, boo, but it would have gone over. Kate is not beloved as Camilla. So, you know what? That was a Freudian slip, but it'll stay. Kate is not beloved as Diana. Kate is not really even beloved as Camilla. And when I say beloved, I mean if something happened to Camilla either way, the public would have a visceral reaction. They might be happy, they might be sad, but they would have a reaction. Kate doesn't elicit that. Nobody's even been like saying, Princess, wish you well, or anything. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I 100% believe that there's something wrong. This is an alarming update that now he is issuing statements saying I instead of we. This is one more thing to let us know all is not as it seems. Where is Kate? And now that she's in Sandringham, right? William is free to be at Kensington Palace as much as he wants. He's free to spend the night without the eyes of the prying Windsor people. On top of that, he's free to go to Norfolk on the weekend and garden with some rose bushes. Now, I'm digging on this, but the Twitter streets have been saying that William plans to spend a little time gardening in Norfolk when he can get a chance. Because haven't you seen the stories? Kate is horribly concerned about William and the stress of her illness and her father has on him. Y'all, listen, keep it posted because one thing you know, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Kensington Palace is going to come up with a fake story, but baby, they're going to slowly walk that story too. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.